light.
Wow.
And so we have gold panners again this year. So yeah, that's for the kids, education. We also have for the adults. They like to gold pan. And then we have all the vendors from all over, mostly Southwest, from Texas to Arizona.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, vendors from all over the region, all over the area, bringing different stones and minerals, gems. Yeah, it's quite impressive. If you haven't been out there, again, I encourage you to go out. It's September 19th through the 21st, and it's at the Mazatzal Hotel and Casino in their main ballroom. What are the times again?
They're all 3 days, different times. 1 to 6 on Friday, 10 to 5 on, or 9 to 5 on Saturday, and 10 to 4 on Sunday.
Okay.
I wanted to show you some of the things today that we've collected, but also some of the things that we're raffling off that are special items. Here are some of the bigger items. Should I talk about a couple of them?
Yes, and just real quickly, how does the raffle work?
The raffle is you buy a ticket for $1.
Okay,
you put the ticket in the jar with the picture that you want to win.
Gotcha, that's easy enough.
Last year before, we had a guy put 100 tickets in one jar and did not win.
Oh no!
So that's the odds. We don't.
Yeah.
So anyway, we do that. Last year we sold 1,450 tickets.
Wow.
We also had a special dinosaur footprint last year, and that did really well. This year we're going to have an heirloom agate table. That's
wow.
I know it's coffee table size, but it's a good sized table that we'll be raffling off as well. But anyway, this is kind of one of our stars. And for people that don't know, this is an ammonite. It's a sea fossil, a marine fossil. And these are found in Arizona. This one was not. This was probably from Africa, Morocco. But a gal that got this and donated it to us got it at a garage sale for almost nothing.
What? Really?
Yeah, and they're worth probably, this one would be in a store maybe $120. So people do that. So we find out that people that have estate sales, today it'd be similar to a nautilus. So that's what that is, and it's a big one. We have them in Arizona as well, mostly over, I'd say, by the Springerville area, close to the New Mexico border. We have fine ammonites, but they're not in that heart of a matrix. They're kind of a limestone, so they're crumbly. But yeah, so that's an ammonite, an ancient, 250 million years old, older than you, and older than me.
Barely older than both of us.
Yeah, times our ages, times something infinity. But anyway, it's a beautiful piece. We've got another donated item that is a malachite. Now malachite's a kind of a special, I mean, I just love this. The pattern, every pattern is different.
And that is a box.
It's a box, right? And I don't know if you put jewelry in it or whatever you want to do. And that is made. Malachite is a mineral we find in Arizona. However, the stuff that's large enough to make pieces like this is from Africa.
Gotcha.
And I can't remember one of those countries over there with a Z, I think, but it's a beautiful stone. Everyone looks different. It looks like it was molded in a lab or something. Beautiful green. We find it in Arizona mixed in with copper. Copper derivatives like azurite and chrysocolla. So anyway, that's going to be a nice winner, and
great prize.
And people do that. We got another thing that is kind of a new item are these amethyst wands. It's like a big tooth, huh?
Yeah.
This one that's from South America.
We get like Brazil. I think Brazil is
the big one. Uruguay also produces a lot of amethyst, and we have an amethyst mine right here in Arizona.
Yeah, Four Peaks.
Yeah, I was up there last fall. It was a great trip.
Wow, you guys, was that part of the Peace and Rimstones?
It was we had the speaker that came to one of our meetings was the general manager. She arranged the tours, and there was 5 or 6 of us that went up, and we collected things from the mine, and here's some that we've tumbled. So it's a great trip. Again, it's pretty spendy, and it's a couple-hour trip, but you have to go up in a helicopter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is, if you go down 87 toward the valley, and you look at the 4 peaks, there are 4 peaks. Between the 3rd and 4th peak And if you had a telescope, you could see some buildings.
Okay.
And then maybe you could see the mine opening.
Entrance, yeah.
It's pretty small. When you get in there, it's not even bigger than your studio here.
Wow.
I mean, it is, for what I thought, this big, world-class mine.
Yes.
And it's the size of a small office. Well, it's maybe a little taller. But
Yeah, because isn't it true that there's Four Peaks amethyst in the crown jewels?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, they haven't, I mean, that's what the people in Arizona say.
That's funny.
I think that the manager from the mine said, we've asked them to send it over to us so that we could do kind of a DNA test on it, and
Yeah.
they won't get it out of their country.
Oh,
They're afraid
yeah.
we won't give it back. But it is, went over there, the amethyst from that mine was used back in the ancient native days, early Spanish, and then
Okay.
prospectors, and so
Wow.
it produces some of the nice, I think it's the only working amethyst mine in the country. There are mines that produce amethyst as sort of a byproduct, but
Okay.
this is one where the amethyst is the gemstone.
Gotcha. Again, talking to Rollo Poole, and he is, are you the president?
President, yeah.
President, I thought so, of the Payson Rimstones, a local group here in town and Rim Country, just a group of rock hounds.
Well, the other thing I wanted to highlight is what our club does.
Okay,
The big thing is this is our fundraiser, this event. We raise $6,000 to $7,000 that we then give as scholarship money to seniors that are going on to college and focusing on the STEM sciences, science, technology, engineering, math.
Yes.
And so but we also, in the last year, we've started doing classes. Because if you collect these rocks, what do you do with them? Yeah,
Yes.
you can run them in a tumbler, but we have gals now that are teaching beginning cabochon. Now, cabochon is something that you can make into a jewelry.
Okay.
It's usually an oval, but it could be square, rectangle. And then we have another lady that does wire wrapping. And
okay.
we meet in at their homes. And then the newest one we've started is a beginning rock cutting class, because everybody wants to see what's inside of these. So we've got lots of people, and a lot of people. We've almost tripled in the number of members in our membership in the last 2 years.
Nice, very good.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're starting to do the classes, and we do lots of field trips as well.
Gotcha. And again, the upcoming Gem and Mineral Show, annual Gem and Mineral Show, taking place September 19th through the 21st at the Mazatzal Hotel and Casino. And this is a great opportunity to come out and check out all of the vendors that are present, all of the activities as well for kids, fluorescent stones that they get to see glow and light up.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think, we look for sparks to turn kids on to science, right? And it's like, how do you do that? Get them away from their gadgets.
Yeah.
And when we see even adults coming into the floor, and their jaws drop. Because it's like, how do you guys do this? Is it magic? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not. It's science. And so we do that, and we do some programs in schools as well. We also have programs in the libraries, both in Pine and here, periodically. They're not usually scheduled on a regular basis, but and we have schools that come up and they ask to have a program, and so we accommodate them.
Wow. And again, there are some amazing raffle prizes. Tickets are only $1 a piece.
$1 a piece.
You can buy one, you can buy 100, as the gentleman did last year. But there are some amazing prizes again, and you were showing us a few.
Yeah, this amethyst wand will be in the.
Will be there as well. So it's real simple. You just put it in the container of the item you would like to win.
That's right.
And yeah, pretty simple. And yeah, that's just a great opportunity. Also, I would imagine all the vendors there. Approximately how many vendors?
We have about 24. I think this
24
year,
vendors.
23, 24 every year, and we have one back this year that has meteorites.
Whoa.
And something called copper splash, which is it's kind of like art. It's when they put copper on a big slate sheet, and it cools, and then they can do things to it. So that's going to be a new item for us. But most of them sell everything from slabs, polished, unpolished, rough rock, jewelry, big pieces, little pieces. And we have people that just come in and look around, and we have other people that just, get out their wallets and say, yeah, that's something I've always wanted and I'm going to get it.
Yeah, I was going to say there's probably items from a couple dollars all the way up to thousands of dollars.
We had, I don't think we have any this year that this spent, but 2 years ago we had a couple from Flagstaff that brought in their collection, and they had one that was worth $40,000.
Whoa!
So that's a big one, and it didn't sell.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, if I'm not, so he said, well, it gets people to look at the other things that they have. The other thing that we do, we have door prices. I think it's every half hour we have a door prize. Vendors donate prizes, and then we call out a number. The other thing we have going a whole 19 hours of the show is the silent auction. And this is something you go up on the stage, you look and you see a price for something. If you like it, you make a higher bid.
Yes.
And there's a starting bid usually, and sometimes items will just keep bidding up. But that goes on, and again, that's a part of a fundraiser project for us as well.
Wow. All right. So what is the white one? All right.
Well, this is one of. I was bringing stuff that's local.
Yeah.
This is from Rye,
Really?
Rye, Arizona. You heard of Rye?
Oh yeah, just down the hill.
It's down the hill. So this is calcite, and it's a pretty piece.
That's a large piece.
Well, it's a pretty large. I've got some larger, but yeah, there are. I don't know if I've got it. I've lost it here on the table. But yeah, this is 9 miles away from us.
Wow.
And it's on a really tough road, 4-wheel drive road. But we collect this and then we dip it in a solution that's 50% muriatic acid, that's swimming pool cleaner acid, and then 50% water. And we dip it and it hardens, and because the calcite there is crumbly. And what the acid does, it starts to dissolve the calcite. It's a soft rock. And so it binds, and it also makes it glow a little bit. So that's calcite for us. This is another form of calcite. This is one that we got over by the Young Road, off of 260 going south toward Young. And it's more of a root beer.
Oh yeah.
Not root beer flavor, but just root beer color.
Dirty calcite.
Yeah. And it, again, that does make a nice cutting piece. It's really nice bands in it. But I just dipped that one in the acid just to see what it would do. I thought it would maybe dissolve completely, but it didn't. Yeah. So we do we do 2 to 3 field trips a month from New Mexico. We've got mostly in Arizona and a lot around here. This is 10 miles away. This big piece, sandstone piece, is from Forest Lakes, right up the road from an abandoned quarry, where we get a Forest Service permit to go in there and collect, I think, 4,000 or 8,000 pounds.
Wow.
And so this is one of the nice, really pretty shelf pieces of banded sandstone. We've got things that are like fossils. Here's a nice fossil. If I can remember the name of it, it's like Syringopingi or Syringopora. Syringopora. And it's a sponge.
Okay.
And I found this near Tano Village.
Wow.
The one that's right up the road. So that is I'm sorry, I think it's a coral, not a sponge.
A coral?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a coral. But anyway, so I cut the bottom off to see what it looked like and so I could stand it up.
Yeah.
So, and then with this stuff, this is from Agate Mountain. Agate Mountain is 6 miles south of Star Valley. And it has wonderful agate laced with some amethyst. And a friend in town that has a sphere making machine cut this for me.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a really neat little piece of local stuff. We go as close as north of Shoofly for agates. We go. Here's another big one. This is I call it a fresh fossil. I got this about 2 weeks ago. This is part of a. It's still 200 million years old.
Looks like a yam.
It is a part of a horned coral. And when I showed it to some of our paleontology-minded people that like, old stuff,
Yes.
they said this is a coral that would have been maybe this much longer. It would come to a point,
Okay.
But I cut off the end so you could see the interior of that.
Wow.
And again, that's just a pretty big one. A lot of the stuff we find, Chris, is on Forest Service land or BLM land. We do get permission from mines to go visit those. We sometimes will have to get pay them $15 or $20 to go collect. But that one was found between Tano Village and the Tano Precatchery Road.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you say on Forest Service land, are you able just to collect?
Yeah, and and they don't. You know, it's like there's restrictions at Diamond Point. If you've gone out there, they say you're not supposed to make a hole bigger than a half gallon of milk.
Okay.
And you see holes out there the size of a small bus.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they got excited.
Yeah.
And so they weren't paying attention. So anyway, most of the things we collect, I would say that I collect. I may dig if I see the tip of something to get around it and dig it up, but we fill in the holes.
Yeah.
And each forest, national forest, each BLM land, they have different collecting limits.
Okay.
And so we try and obey that, and so there's more for the next group of people coming in.
Yeah.
But we go to places that are fee sites, like we have one in October going to Dobell Ranch, which is a petrified wood ranch.
Oh.
And we pay them so much per bucket, and this is a ranch that was there before the national park.
Oh goodness! Wow.
And so if you look at the national park, there's a little bit of a cutout, and that's the Dobell Ranch. And so they're still getting logs, and they just have a small acreage, and they get the rainbow petrified wood that is so beautiful when it's polished, and it demands usually a pretty good price. But and then we'll go to mines. We don't go inside of mines unless it's we're with a guide from the company. We did get one great trip in January. We went to the Ray mine south of Superior, and it's an active mine. We got to see them blow up a layer that they're exposed for the next. You know, they go in and think of a business, Chris. 99% of what you take out of the ground is waste.
Wow.
1% is the stuff that they can sell, and they're still making money. So they've got the economy of scale down. So we got to see that. We don't know any other groups. I think there's been 2 other groups that have gone in there in the last 5 or 6 years. And so we get special permissions. We get people calling us. They got an estate sale. They let the rock club go at first, and usually there's some bargain prices. So anyway, I should get back to the show because that's why we're here. And again, we have last year I think we had 1,500 people that came in those 3 days. Friday is $3 for adults. Saturday and Sunday is $5. But if you get a ticket on Saturday, you can come back Sunday with no extra fee. You just stamp your hand, and you just can't take a shower.
Can't wash it off.
And kids under 13 under are free.
Okay.
So we get a lot of kids, and they come for the scavenger hunt and the spinning wheel. You spin the wheel. It's not like you don't win. Everybody wins on every spin.
Yep, there you go. So again, this year's Gem and Mineral Show taking place September 19th through the 21st at the Mazatzal Hotel and Casino. Again, 23 vendors out there, rocks, fossils, jewelry. A lot of fun for the kids, and kids 13 and younger are free.
It's a deal.
So, yeah, you can't beat that. There's auctions, there's raffles. There's raffle tickets that will be available for $1 a ticket, and then there's also door prize.
And the silent auction, which is a bidding process.
Gold panning and more. So again, just a great time for people of all ages.
The other guy that comes back that has been the last 3 years he's actually a veterinarian in the valley, but he's also a jade carver. And he comes up in all 3 days. He's got a little booth, and he's cutting his jade right there, and people can stop in, talk to Nathan, ask him questions, and he's a real personable guy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool too.
And all the polished rocks, they're just so pretty.
So that's a piece from shoe fly.
Shoe fly, really?
You know, shoe fly don't fly,
Shoe fly don't bother me.
Don't bother me. But this is one, and again, that's been cut and then run through a tumbler.
Wow.
So it's and here are some these are bigger pieces here. These are polished. But this is the big piece.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
from
hasn't
that.
been cut or polished, that's just how it basically comes out of the ground, you clean it up, this is just cleaned up?
It's laying on the ground. I hit it with a hose.
Okay, with the hose.
And we have other cleaner, like spray guns to help get some of the grit out. But that is, you know, a lot of local stuff. We
Right there from the Shoe Fly Ruins.
Shoe Fly, just north of the ruins, and yeah, it's not. People say, "Was it in the ruins?" No, it's not in the ruins.
No.
That is from a place called the Lost Onyx Mine.
Lost Onyx
And
Mine.
near-
Sounds like a
The last,
Uh,
we found
Hardy
it.
Boys,
We found it. It's not lost anymore. But it's a site on the salt mine road in Camp Verde.
okay.
Camp Verde has the old salt mines
Yes, yeah.
that are 2,000 years old.
They're like the white cliffs.
You
in
see
there?
some white cliffs over
Yeah.
there, and so we collect something called glomerite, and then we go another 8 or 10 miles down the road, and we find the Lost Onyx Mine. Now this is a difficult site to get for our group, because we're kind of in the older group, we're not kids, and so you have to climb, you can see the mine from where you park, but you have to go down about 200 feet elevation, go back up 200 feet, and then you have to walk to the area,
Yeah.
and then you have to bring it back. People forget,
You
you
haul
gotta
it
bring
back.
it. So what I do,
Yeah.
I just come back last. And people are
Okay.
dropping their good rocks, you know, because they don't wanna carry it all, and I'm just helping them. I take it to my car. But so it makes this beautiful little onyx, I mean, that's just kind of a piece of art. But a lot of the places are easy, and some of the places that we go, there are easy, and there are places people can hike to.
Yes.
So at the same place,
Sure.
because we have a lot of people that are.
What about this
This is going to be in our raffle. This is a piece of blue calcite.
blue calcite?
Yeah,
Wow,
and so
that's pretty.
they have all these machines now that make shapes. This is called a flame.
Flame, okay.
Doesn't it kind of look like a flame?
Yeah.
You got a
Yeah,
torch there,
yeah.
it's a shaping machine. You put it in the shaping machine, and it just makes all those little contours on it.
Wow.
And but that'll be in the raffle case as well. I'm not sure I see anything else here for
Blue calcite.
blue calcite. Calcite is one of the most common minerals on Earth.
Okay.
And we have it here, and we have it there, and it's like, probably almost every state
Has
some calcites, and the one in Rye, I don't think is ever commercial. It's more for collectors who want to go in there and just get a few pieces and
Gotcha.
polish it up. But yeah, some of the stuff is harder. That one makes a nice cut. But yeah, it's fun. It's like the sphere machine. There's a machine that does this, and there's a machine that does these.
Yes.
We also have, I didn't bring any towers today, but, and then we have, like I said, we have the saws.
Yes. And I see the turquoise there.
Oh, this is not turquoise, but
No.
it's a cousin.
A cousin.
So this is called chrysocolla.
Okay.
And we go down to a mine in Gila Bend
Mhm.
every year in the wintertime when it's nice down there. And there's a mine there that we pay, I think, $15 or $20 a person. And we find some really nice pieces there. And then I bought in a bracelet
Yeah.
that's
And that's chrysocolla, not?
well, that, you know, I had turquoise. You have to run a test on it, and I have not. I had a
Gotcha.
turquoise guy look at that. And he said he thought it was,
Okay.
but I'm not going to say this. Most of this is chrysocolla, and it will polish really well.
Okay.
But turquoise is one of those places that we find it's hard for clubs to get into, because when you go in, there's a lot. They're either closed, or they really don't want us in there because this stuff is valuable.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You know, if everybody says, "Oh, I want to go to turquoise," you just can't just, you know,
Yeah,
find it.
waltz in.
But the chrysocolla is more common. We go to a copper mine near Hayden, near Toledo, and Winkleman in that area. Sarco owns it, and they let us go and collect their copper derivatives, and one of them is chrysocolla, and we find some really nice pieces in there. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Sometimes I get 30 or 40 people on a field trip, and lots of newbies.
So, if someone's interested in joining the Payson Rimstones, how do they go about doing that?
It's pretty simple. You can go to our website, which if you just Google Rimstones plus Payson, you'll get a link to our website.
Okay.
And during the show, we have a special. You get basically 3 or 4 months free And for an individual, Chris, it's the whole $15
Oh, wow.
a year.
Hey, now.
You know, and for that, so now you're gonna get 16 months, for like $1 a month. And we do the meetings, and we have speakers, we do those once a month. And then we do the field trips, we have the classes for members. And so anyway, it's a growing fund, and people, I mean, I have people that just get excited to come to the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And they just like, it's because it's like, we're like a community, we're friendly, we have like 10 geologists in our club.
Oh, wow.
And we have a couple paleontologists, we have other scientists. And so if you have something you need to identify, we can usually do that for you.
Yes, and wow, the website, again, it's rimstonesrockclub.org. And I just searched Payson Rimstones. It comes right up, the first site that comes up in the search there. And wow, that picture in the front, yeah, there's quite a large group on that one trip here in the picture.
Oh, that was
30, 40
that was
people.
two clubs, and we went to
Okay.
a Apache Tier location
Wow.
near Superior. That's actually a mine where they mine perlite, which is the white rock that is crumbled up. And the Apache Tiers, believe it or not, are waste material.
Really?
So they love the rock. We were finding some the size of plums.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful rocks.
Yeah, well, and like you said, you know, the majority of mining, what they extract from the earth is waste.
Well, now what we're doing with our collecting is we'll go to a mine and we'll collect in the tailings.
Tailings, yeah.
Because they didn't care about the crystals. They were looking for lead, zinc, or, you know, gold,
Copper.
copper, and so they were just throwing stuff out. So we find
Yeah.
stuff in their garbage.
Wow. Yeah, that is great. So again, the this year's Gem and Mineral Show taking place September 19th through the 21st at the Mazatzal Hotel and Casino. Again, over 20 vendors, rocks, fossils, jewelry, kids fun, fluorescents, silent auctions, raffles, door prizes, gold panning. Goodness.
Got
This
it.
goes on and on.
You got it. Thank you.
Hey, there you go. So, and if you have any questions or want more information about Payson Rimstones, again, go to their website. You can contact them through the website. There's a phone number on the website. That doesn't happen to be your phone number.
It is my phone.
It's your phone number. There we go. And that's 928-595-2059. But yeah, just a bunch of information. The website looks really good too. I think
Thank
that's been updated. I don't know if it's
We do a
recent.
newsletter, we do the website, we have update, and we have a Facebook page.
Great.
And so, yeah, we keep people informed of what's going on and to get involved with us.
Right.
We have like, again, I should mention this, my wife is the volunteer chair for the show. She's got about 90 volunteers from our club that are going to
Wow.
help out those 3 days.
Yes.
90.
90.
Yeah.
There. Wow. And the other thing is, you know, you can learn. You can learn so much because, as you pointed out, Rollo, all of the members of the group, their backgrounds, the experience they have. So if you have a lot of questions, you know, you've maybe dabbled in rock collecting, you go out there, you pick up some things, you want to know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know brain some of the
Well,
items.
the interesting thing about the membership in the last 2 years is that we're getting, now when we get members, a third of them are coming from the valley.
Wow.
We have
Wow.
9 states involved in our memberships. We have as far as Florida.
Goodness,
And so,
yeah.
and they come to field trips.
Yeah. Well, and from the valley, goodness, much nicer to
Well,
go collecting up here or
In
the mountains.
most of the year, and we get cold here,
Yeah.
we go see them.
Yeah.
So
there
that's
we
how
go.
that works, yeah.
There we go. Well, thank you so much for coming on this morning, Rollo. And thank you everyone listening and watching. And again, hope to see you out at this year's Gem and Mineral Show, September 19th through the 21st at the Mazatzal Hotel and Casino. Well, time to get back to the music here on KRIM. But first, a quick update from the National Weather Service.
Thank you. That goes fast, doesn't it?